instruction and assessment, we need to talk about cognitive demand, the kind and level of thinking as well as how students interact with content. As I have taught Luke, it is important to have students interact with content, not just have basic exposure to different levels of learning. Both Star Trek and Star Wars are great sci-fi series, but Star Trek started first and provided a foundation for sci-fi fans. Both Star Trek and Star Wars look at the universe in different ways, just as Bloom's and depth of knowledge are very much alike in purpose, but very different in other ways. We aren't getting rid of Bloom's by adding to it. DLK will go deeper with the Force. Bloom's was intended as a taxonomy or way to classify and help us think about verbs. DLK includes much more. It is the context of the verb and the rest of the sentence that comes after the verb. DOK is intended to be descriptive and help us identify men processes that students must use. DOK helps students scaffolding their thinking to attain higher levels. The Force will show you some examples. Bloom's was intended as a taxonomy, our way to classify and help us think about verbs. DOK includes much more. It is the context of the verb and the rest of the sentence that comes after the verb. DOK is intended to be descriptive and help us identify mental processes that students must use. DOK helps students scaffold their thinking to attain higher levels. The Force will show you some examples. DOK is a framework to tell us how deep our thinking needs to be for the complexity level or the way the verb is used. DOK adds to the depth of Bloom's, but with rigor attached. So again, we are extending beyond Bloom's to go deeper into learning. Okay.
So what is DOK? Why and how do we use it? Depth of knowledge, or DOK, focuses on complexity of content standards in order to successfully complete an assessment or task. The outcome or product is the focus of the depth of understanding. The 4 DOK levels are structured from narrow to broad, quick to extended. It is imperative to keep in mind that unlike with Bloom's, you do not match the verbs of the actual text to the DOK level. And now for more about DOK, let's play Jeopardy!
Your Jeopardy categories are Secrets of the Social Studies Department, The Who Cares File, 4 levels of DOK, and everything you ever wanted to know about Andy Marshall but were afraid to ask. Today we have a very special edition of Star Wars DOK Jeopardy! Here to compete for the top prize of DOK Prodigy or DOK Jeopardy contestants are our returning victor, Darth Vader, challengers Obi-Wan Kenobi, Spock,
Live long and prosper.
and Yoda.
DOK for 100.
What year did women get the right to vote?
What is level 1 of DOK? I'll take DOK for 200.
Summarize the effects of women receiving the right to vote. Beep. Yoda has beeped in.
Level 2 of DOK, what is? 300 DOK, I'll take.
Compare the struggle for suffrage for women and African Americans. Obi-Wan has cut in.
What is level 3 of DOK?
That's correct.
DOK for 400.
What if women were given the right to vote in the Constitutional Convention? Obi-Wan.
What is level 4 of DOK?
Obi-Wan wins. Yay!
No, I should have won.
No, I should have won.
Coleman, the fork you on feet.
Stop! Spock, I am your father.